Hi everyone, this is Professor Leon, and I'm going to show you how to search for sources on the internet. So let's say that we're going to pick topic number 1, digital technology use and physical health. And we're interested in looking for the link between sleep problems and technology use. What we first want to do is create a list of key terms to search for sources. So for example, we want to start typing in sleep problems and technology, sleep apnea and internet addiction, insomnia and internet addiction, sleep apnea and social media use among teenagers. As we get more specific in terms of the type of sleeping problem and the technology, we're going to see less and less hits. That means we're going to see more articles that are going to be more focused on what we're looking for. For example, if we typed sleep problems and technology on Google, you see that we get a lot of hits, 348 million to be exact. But if we typed sleep apnea and technology, sleep apnea being a specific sleep problem, then that actually reduces our search results. What we want to do is we want to remember to focus the search on a particular type of group of people or group of animals, because we can also work on focusing on the environment as well in these topics. We can look for a specific location. So for example, sleep apnea and technology in the United States. Or we can look for a specific type of physical health problem, such as sleep apnea or insomnia, and a specific type of people, such as teens. The third thing that might help us further focus our search is to come up with research questions. So here on the right, I've come up with some research questions that will further help us focus our search. Research questions are good because they help us look for something specific in the sources that we're searching on the internet. So if we are looking for technology and sleeping problems among teenagers, for example, we can create the question, does excessive internet use help or worsen sleeping problems among teenagers in the United States? What we don't want to do is we don't want to copy and paste the entire question into the Google search bar. What we want to do is we want to put specific key terms in the question, such as, for example, excessive internet use, sleeping problems, and then teenagers in the United States, and see what we look for. Basically, what we have here are specific articles that have those types of key terms. So as you can see here, sleep problems in excessive technology use among adolescents, we have the same key terms. So the more focused the key terms, the more likely you are of finding sources that are relevant to your topic. Once we think we have found the sources that we need for our research, the fourth step is to use the CRAP method to weed out irrelevant, poor quality sources. To review, the CRAP method is currency, relevance, reliability, authority, and purpose and point of view. So currency, we want to find out when the source was published, uploaded, posted, or created. And we want to avoid sources that have been published prior to 2016. Then relevance. Does the source use the keywords that are found in our research questions? Then reliability. How is the source trustworthy? In other words, does it contain legitimate data, evidence, and expert testimony? Authority. Who is the author or the creator of the source? Who is this person's background? If the author is an organization, a company, or any non-person entity, are they reliable? Are they trustworthy? What are their credentials? What is their background? Is it relevant to our topic? And lastly, purpose and point of view. So why was the source written or produced in the first place? Who's it written for? Is it using first, second, or third person point of view? First, second, and third person, first being I, second person being you, and third person point of view being he, she, it, common, and proper nouns. We want to look for sources that are written in the third person point of view because sources that are written in the first and second person point of view are often biased. So let's look at two articles here. How screen time may cause insomnia in teens, and bedtime use of technology and associated sleep problems. The article Screen Time and Insomnia, What It Means for Teens is basically a very short article. What I see here and what you have to also make sure is that you have to find who the author is. Right here, we don't see a specific name of a person, but we see at the top that it's sleepfoundation.org. Also, it says this content was created by the National Sleep Foundation. We have to find out who the National Sleep Foundation is in terms of it being the author. The other thing that we want to take a look at is when this text was published. From the looks of it, we cannot see a date, so we don't know if this information that we see right here is current or up to date. The other thing that we don't see is we don't see any quotes, we don't see any statistics. In terms of quotes, we don't see any references to expert opinions or expert testimonies. We do see specific words in links, but again, these are not references to any type of studies being conducted on sleep. It's just general information. So this might not be a good source that you want to choose for your research paper. The other article, Bedtime Use of Technology and Associated Sleep Problems in Children, is basically published in the journal Global Pediatric Health. Global Pediatric Health is a scholarly journal. The authors are medical doctors from universities, and the text looks to be like the results of an experiment. In experiments, usually there are multiple authors. When experiments get published in journals, these experiments have to be analyzed by a board of editors. If we scroll down to the end, the article has a list of references. This is good because let's say this article was still irrelevant to your topic. If you scroll down to the references, you can see other sources that the authors use, but you can also seek these sources yourself. So this is a good way to find other sources besides what you're reading in terms of the article that you've just found. So to recap the 4 steps to searching for sources: number 1, create more than one keyword combination to search for sources. Number 2, look out for source titles that describe an issue, problem, conflict, or controversy about the topic. Number 3, come up with sample research questions to further focus your search. And number 4, use the CRAP method to weed out irrelevant, poor quality sources. If you have any questions, please email me. See you in the next video.